Hey man, it's with Take Quiz TV. I'm back with another video. Today's video, as you see in the title, this video not gonna be very long. It's gonna be hella information, like information based stuff. So the title of this video is pre-made versus pre-order, and what's the difference, which one you should go with, and like things like that. So I'm just here to help y'all out. If y'all, I've spoke about this in other videos, but I feel like it was only right to make a video dedicated to this specifically. So off the rip, we're just gonna jump straight into it. Like lately, I feel like I've been watching my videos back, and I kind of just like at the beginning of my videos, I just want to get straight to the point for real. So yeah, so pre-made versus pre-order. Now, first thing first, I want to tell you the difference between the pre-made and pre-order. Now, pre-made, yeah, I'm gonna start with pre-order because all right, pre-order versus pre-made. What's the pros and cons of both? I'm gonna give y'all like the good and the bad with both, and which one you should go with. So pre-made is that's when you talk to a manufacturer, you get your bulk order, and then you have back inventory. So wherever you use your storage, either it's your closet, anything, or if it's just in a room or your house, like you got packages on deck, your clothes already made, everything and you just waiting to promote and then send them out yourself. So that's pretty much pre-made. That's just a simple rundown. I'm gonna get into the details of it more. But okay, pre-order on the other hand, it's two ways to do pre-order. You can either do a print-on-demand site, which is like Shopify, Teespring, custom t-shirt sites. So basically, you everything is third party, so manufacturing, distribution. So basically, you put a mock-up on your website or a picture of the item on your website. Once the person buy it, that's when the order goes into production, and hence the word pre-order, because you're ordering before the shirt is made. So as soon as the order goes through, the shirt gets made, get put in production, then get shipped off. And that's basically the two, pre-order versus pre-made. Now I'm gonna get into detail more about the two, as well as comparison and contrasting. Which I'm not necessarily gonna compare and contrast. I'm just gonna tell you like the good and bad of both, because I'll be wrong to tell you to go pre-made when the best way for you would be pre-order. Like it just depends case for case, like for real. Now, okay, we're gonna go back to pre-made. Pre-made. The pros and cons. The pros, you have the product. Once you have the product, in hand, you can set the price point for whatever you want, and whatever like the base costs, whatever it costs you to make the shirt, like you can like pick whatever price range you want to like double or triple your profit, whatever you want to go about it. Now that's a positive, because profit margins definitely gonna be higher when you make your clothes yourself, or even through a manufacturer than a print-on-demand site. So profit margin would definitely be higher with pre-made. That's definitely one thing you want to think. Now, don't let that be the end all be all. You thinking, oh, more money? Definitely got to pick this one, because there's definitely more things that go into pre-made than just making more money than pre-order. Now, time consumption. This is going to be a con. Time consumption. If you do pre-made, your time consumption is going to be like times 50. So like you have to worry about distribution, manufacturing, sending out orders, angry customers, customer service, what else? Shipment, weight, scales, packaging, like extra shit. Like you gotta pay for packaging, you gotta pay for shipping, you gotta pay for if you do your shit in house, like your designs and your manufacturing in house, you gotta pay for all that now. What you hear me say? I'm telling you about all the money you gotta spend before you even make a dollar right now. Like everything I just named, that's just to get this started. Like, so keep that in mind. Like I said, like profit margin, yeah, you're gonna be higher, but as well, you're gonna be spending a lot of more money up front to make the profit margin. So keep that in mind. So another thing I would say about pre-made, that's a positive. If you have a lot of like inventory and deck, items on deck, you can easily use them as samples, them as like other avenues for take pictures with them, all type of shit, because you got product in hand. So you can use the same shirts you use for like product placement or product pictures, all type of shit. You can easily use that and just send it right off after you're done, because you don't have to wear it, you don't have to do anything with it, or you can just, but you have inventory to be able to do that. So that's definitely a good thing, I'll say 100%. Now what I'm looking for now in my clothing brand course, I actually have a slide called pre-made versus pre-order. I'm just gonna reference that for a little bit, because my course, I ain't dropped it yet, but I'm not gonna give y'all everything I gave in the course, because it would be no point. And the game is to be sold, not told. So I'm gonna try to find that real quick. It's gonna be imports. I got hella photos and shit, cause clothing brand and shit, but all right, boom. I got the slide from my course. So one of the things I'm just gonna go over the list of pros and cons I have on this thing. So pre-made, like I said, better profit margins. Another thing, you have complete creative control. So if you want to send packages out and add like embroideries or a card or business cards or certain package things, like you have that customization ability when you handle everything yourself. Now, I would say a better customer experience with pre-made, because the number one issue, there's gonna be two issues you run into when you have a clothing brand. Timing of your delivery timing. That's just with any business, any time you shipping shit. It's that 50-50 chance of some shit getting lost, some shit getting stolen, some shit just, shit happens like that. So that's one thing, like, that you'll have to, like, that customers complain about shipping time. And two is quality of whatever they purchase. Now, quality, that's 100% on you. Like, I'm gonna tell you to try to get the best quality, but if you're just doing it in your budget, do it in your budget. Now, like, I'm a person, like, I'm not gonna go on YouTube and tell people there's only one way to do something, because I understand, like, budgets, people don't got the same budgets. Like I'm a young dude, like, I'm young, I don't have any kids, I'm young, no kids, no really like pressures in the world to like force me to be doing what I'm doing. I'm doing this because I have a passion for what I'm doing as a hobby. Like, so if I want to throw $5,000 in my clothing brand and take a risk, I can do that. And if I don't hit, like, yeah, I'm down $5,000, but it's like, at the end of the day, I'm gonna have a crib over my head, food in my mouth. I'm like, you feel me? Like, but not everybody have that opportunity. So I definitely say work within your budget. Now, with that being said, the last thing I want to say on the pre-made side, as far as pros and cons, is I kind of talked about this high investment risk. Now, what does that mean? You could put $2,000 into your clothing brand to get a whole bunch of, like, either where there's like equipment to make clothing, or you sending that to a manufacturer to get pieces and shit, and that's what you got. You could spend all that money and not make a single sale. You might not be able to drop a single sale, and you just feel like you wasted all that money. That's what comes with pre-made. Like, you might not everything gonna sell. Just because you put the money and the effort don't mean it's gonna sell out. You gotta make it sell out now. So that's what I have for pre-made as far as pros and cons. Now, print on demand, I'm gonna give y'all the pros and cons. First thing first, low budget shit better. Like, low budget print on demand, you're not spending any money up front, but on the back end, you not really making as much profit margin, because the base gonna be higher for somebody else to make your shirt for you than you to do it yourself or through a manufacturer. So definitely a lower risk investment, but on the back end, you're not making the profit margin as well you was make with pre-made. So it's just kind of pros and cons. Like, do you want would you rather have a high risk investment with a better outcome possibility, a higher ceiling but higher risk of failure, versus lower risk of failure but a lower ceiling of potential. Like you might not, you feel me? Those kind of the pros and cons. Now, another thing I would say with this, better for low budget, minimal financial risk. It's an easy setup. Like you just start, all you need is design. Like really, all you need is design, and then manufacturing everything else pretty much is taken care of by a third party. So I mean, you can put effort, customization, and all type of things, but that's the base thing for it. But the negatives, lower profit margins. I spoke about that. Limited creative control. Now, what do I mean by limited creative control? You might not be able to customize your site how you want to. You might not, because you might be doing it through a third party like design space. You might not be able to customize your site. You might not be able to like leave like business cards or any extra things inside your packages or whatever. That's important. Customization, quality. Now, if you do print on demand, you're stuck with whatever quality the print on demand site is offering. So if they're not offering the best quality shirts or best quality printing, like that falls on you as a brand, as well as like that's just how you're gonna have to go about. Like you just gotta find your way through all that. So yeah, those are a few things I have pro cons. So basically, recap so far, I've explained what they both are, the differences between the two, and I just gave you pros and cons for each one of them. Now, that's pretty much all you need. Like if you need more understanding, you can comment below, and I'll explain more as like per question, like whatever questions you have, I can answer them like that. But the last thing I just wanted to touch is what do I recommend to people? Now, I say 100% do everything you do based off your current financial needs or your current financial situation. Now, if you're younger, like high school or even college age, where okay, your level of responsibility isn't like a million, where if you don't, how I put this, I wouldn't invest my last $1,000 if I know if I don't make this $1,000 back, I'm not eating that. I'm not eating next month. I don't got nowhere to stay next month. I don't got none of that next, like make educated risk. That's what I would highly recommend. Make educated risk. Now, if you don't have no room to make no risk, or you taking care of people, or you got this and that to worry about, bro, go ahead 100%. Start with print on demand. You can always switch sides at any point. Like you can start print on demand, build your base, and then switch into, because that's what the process I'm in now. I was doing print on demand first. The reason why I was doing print on demand, I didn't know anything about clothing when I first started, and it kind of was like, I'm gonna explain like this. Okay, when I first started, it started with me just like liking a picture on my phone and wanting to put it in a shirt, and then it kind of spawned a brand out of it. So I was with print on demand for a while, as well as like I kind of figured out like a little, not a glitch, I wouldn't say glitch, but like I realized, okay, so my only issue would be the profit margins, because like if I sold a shirt like for $25, but it cost me $13, $14, $15 to make, I'm not really making a lot of money. Now, me, I put a lot of effort and a lot of hard work into what I do, so my prices is gonna match the efforts and the results of my hard work. So profit margin was never an issue with me for print on demand, because I'm gonna charge what I'm gonna charge. Like simple, I'm gonna charge what I'm gonna charge. You either gonna like it or you wanna buy it, you don't. So yeah, that's definitely for that, I'll say. But yeah, pretty much that's gonna wrap up this video on pre-made versus pre-order, what I recommend. So basically, going from the top, I told you what pre-made is, I told you what pre-order is. I told you what the difference between the two, as well as I told you the pros and cons of each. And at the end of the video I just wrapped up, I told you what I recommend and what I use personally. So that's the video. That's all I got for y'all this video. If you made this point of video, like, comment, subscribe, and new. If this was helpful, let me know in the comment section. And it's your boy Tay Queez TV, and I'm out.